City. Fam. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Shout out to all of you guys for being right here rocking with your girl. Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. I love and appreciate all of you for putting your time, your energy into these messages, receiving these beautiful, high divine, heart medicaba activated healing messages, fam, to help you along the path, to help you to your evolutionary growth, to help you get home. You feel me? Ooh. Thank you guys a trillion times for being right here, fam. I did my nails for y'all, first of all. Okay. I did my nails for us, for all of us. But you guys, there is either you or your person, y'all switch that role, okay? Somebody's got clarity about this love. Somebody is speaking truth and they're following their intentions. There's honesty that's happening about this love. So whoever, whatever, whoever you're connected to has finally found clarity about what's going on with this connection. They're starting to realize who you are to them. They're starting to understand how much growth has happened because of you. They're starting to understand your value. They're understanding who you are to them is what I'm seeing and hearing. So y'all could either be in separation at the moment. There could just be a lot of different things going on. There's like a temporary break or however that resonates, but your person's getting clarity of what's happening when it comes to your guys' connection. And you're also getting clarity, both of you. Yeah. Yeah, they're seeing the different possibilities that exist when it comes to this connection. And they're also seeing you as this free-spirited, adventurous, beautiful, divine babe, obviously, who takes risk on life, on everything that is just passionate for you, everything that is just so inspiring for you. You take that initiative and you take those leaps of faith on you. You know how to go all in on you. And this is what is inspiring for your person. And again, they're starting to see the different possibilities of how it'll be to be in love with you, to build with you, to establish this happy home, happy life, happy wife, husband with you. They're seeing the endless possibilities that are available and that exist in this connection. Yeah. So if for whatever reason you're feeling as though that they aren't showing any of this, so they could be very stoic when it comes to just who they are and what they believe or how they're going about this, just know that they have a mask on when it comes to how they truly feel about you. So their ego could be getting in the way of your guys' connection, traumas, however that resonates. But they're putting on a mask and bluffing and exaggerating and doing the most and creating scenarios that don't exist in their mind because of, again, past traumas, what they had to go through, what they've been through when it came to love. And so you're even understanding that this is happening for them, to them. And this is the reason why the relationship or connection is where it's at. You're starting to see the mask that's being worn. You're starting, and they know that you know that they're wearing a mask right now too. Okay. Like, fam, they know that you are wearing a mask. They know that you are wearing a mask. That's for your person. They know that they are wearing a mask and they know that you can see through the illusions. They can see that you can see through the mask and they can see through that you can see through them presenting. Wow. It's so hard to say. So this is what is closing out in your person's life. They're starting to understand that they can look at another mask. So they're really putting on this. They're really putting on this mask energy of they're trying to not show their feelings. They're being avoidant. They're being very stoic. they're making it seem as though that they're not in love with you, or they don't want a long-term committed relationship with you. And you're catching their bluff is what I'm hearing. You're catching their bluff because, again, your person could just be very stubborn when it comes to just how they go about their life, or how they are just in general when it comes to love, when it comes to communication. You are seeing through the mask, and you are also setting those healthy boundaries of, I'm leaving all this ish behind. I'm going to let you crash out if you got to crash out the way you need to crash out about yourself, about the way you're going about this relationship. You do that. So you're leaving all that behind. And this is what they see about you, is you take that risk. You take that leap of faith, because you know that being stuck in this low vibrational bluffing, putting on a mask, all that shit, that always holds you back from life. That always holds you back from you loving and breathing and the possibilities of being in life and in love with life. And so this is what's inspiring, and this is where they want to be with you. So anytime that you're connecting with them or something, however that resonates, they put on this mask because it's very intimidating. They're in their, excuse me. They're not speaking their truth. So every time that you're around, it's hard for them to speak their truth because they feel like they got to pretend. They feel like this mentality, lifestyle, the shit that they're doing, playing games, acting like they don't love you, but they truly are like head over fucking heels over you. And you're understanding that this is where they're at. So you're doing everything in your power to protect your energy, protect yourself when it comes to this connection. Yeah, because you're seeing through the cloudy illusions that they're doing to themselves. As I was saying earlier, they're creating scenarios that just don't even exist, and they want to return. They want a second chance. See, they want to come back because now that they see you doing you, now that they see you in your free-spirited, adventurous, risk-taking energy, this has always been you, is the difference. So nothing about that has changed with you. Now that you are no longer putting any energy or time into this connection, they want to return, and they want the opportunities to present and making amends and having the second chance, because again, they're seeing who you are to them. They were in this cloudy judgment. They were in this casted illusion. They were distorted. And so they see that you being so silenced, they want, with the silence in reverse, they want to cut off the silence. They no longer want to be silent with you anymore, because you were going stone cold towards them. As we were saying, you were pulling your power back because you were seeing the mask that they were wearing. And so they had the cloudy judgment. Now they're starting to get clarity. That's how it always works, right? Every time we step away, these always all of a sudden they see who you are. All of a sudden they're not conflicted. And so so they're wanting to know too, if you have multiple choices, if you're going in other directions, they want to understand. And you also see that when they're going hot and cold, it puts you in such this confusion and this uncertainty energy that is just so draining to you. This is why you are pulling your energy and taking more love into yourself and finding the truth and clarity and opening yourself up to other possibilities and opportunities. And this is what's making them feel so hot and cold with you, because you are giving off that you have multiple choices and you're making other decisions, and this is what's getting them and continuing to get them in their mind. You see how the colors over here are just dark black grays, and so this is like in their shadow areas. And you see how you're over here with brighter colors, you're more open, and that's how you know, like, people's auras shine off of them. This is where your person's aura is at, where their energy is so dark and in their shadows. And that's how you could have met him too. And so met him, her, however that resonates, that came out. You are so much this beautiful, colorful babe, okay? You just shine so beautifully in this free-spirited, adventurous energy that you hold, this love that you hold within yourself, these truths and honesties that you hold within yourself is intimidating and could have been intimidating to the person that you were connected to. And so this is why they were treating you the way that they were treating you, because they didn't know how to do this for themselves. And so you were a threat to their ego, to their demonic energy, to their low vibrational, insecure, fucking toxic, distorted energy. I mean, that always happens, right? When you're such a divine babe with beautiful colors, rainbows and sunshines. I mean, yeah, you're so bright. And it makes them, it blinds them. So that's what was going on in this connection. It was just your person was in the dark space within their life and their mind, body, and spirit. And so you coming around shone a lot of things about their shadow and about them. And so they love you for that, but they're just stuck in this area of their life of just living through their shadow phase right now. And so they want to return because they're also starting to see the clarity. They're also starting to understand this truth of this connection. So they could have just been holding back and not committing to this connection because of, again, all this toxic, low vibrational shit that they were healing and having to go through and figure out on their own. So they're ready to return, but understand if they're returning in this beautiful divine aura, or are they still coming from this low vibrational, toxic, distorted energy? So y'all be mindful when that comes back and happens for you guys. Cap, I love, because like, they don't want to be distant from you anymore. They no longer want the separation. They no longer want to, they want to clear out everything and get back and return. And because they had a lot of people, places, works, a lot of things influencing them to be separate from you and be even separate within their emotions. So they were drowning themselves in work and socializing and everything, being the avoidant, suppressing all the low vibrational toxic shit that was surfacing. And so now their inner knowing is heightening because of the separation. They're starting to see everything and everybody around them that has been distracting them and has been pulling them away from this love, from this union, this happiness, this divine love that was meant to be here in this lifetime. And so they're getting that clarity and they are wanting to return back and close this distance that is between you guys. Cap, I love this message for you guys. Like, they want to build a family with you. They want to build this long-term commitment with you now that they see clearly. Love, like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, fam. I will tap in with you guys soon. Peace and so much love.